Hello everyone. Alright, we're ready to go. This is going to be a stream of Grand Theft Auto 3. This is the PlayStation 2 version I'm playing, but I'm playing it via the PS4. And hopefully this one will work. Unlike GTA 4, which didn't stream any audio. I did a quick test before I started this to make sure that it was actually streaming in-game audio, and it was. So I'll just have to be a little bit careful when it comes to the radio stations. With regards to licensed music, I'll try and keep it on the Chatterbox one and see if that creates any copyright issue when I upload it to YouTube. But for Twitch, I reckon it should be okay. So let's get going. Now it's been absolute age since I played WoW X. Now I can't. Oh, well, I'll turn the radio off for now. Alright, this is very strange. Accelerating with the X button and not the trigger button, and slowing down with the brake button, and I've straight away gone the wrong way. I'm glad they remastered this. R1 is the handbrake, okay. Well, it's telling me all the info I need. Well, they didn't sort of remaster it as such. They've added trophy support and made it widescreen. And I think they've bumped up the resolution as well, though. It's kind of hard to say, but what you've missed is just all the fluff at the beginning. And the main reason for that was because that was what I was testing the audio with on the game. Now, I spent many hours playing this game. When I got this on the PlayStation 2, I could scarcely believe it was real. I just didn't think you could get anything like this on the console.
This is the place right here. Let's get off the street and find a change of clothes.
There you go. Ah, alright there, Baz. How are you doing? And not in a mission, you can save your game, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I couldn't believe you could get this on the PS2. It just seemed like...
His name's Luigi. Me and him go back, so I could probably get you some work. Come on, let's head over there.
It just seemed too good to be true. Because like the previous Grand Theft Auto I played was just a top-down game on the PlayStation. And it was alright, but I never really got on with the top-down view of it.
This is Luigi's club. Let's go around the back and use the service door.
Yeah, Vice City was excellent. I got that as well. They're selling this, Vice City, and San Andreas for 13 quid. And I got them today because I thought for 3 GTA games for that price. I know the PS2 games essentially, but for like 13 quid. Oh, I completed GTA 5. Funnily enough, 3 Vice City and San Andreas I didn't complete. Funnily enough. And there was a reason for that, because I had them on the PS3. Sorry, the PS2. And then I got the double pack on the Xbox when it came out, so I stopped playing them on the PS2, started playing them on that. Then I got San Andreas on the Xbox, started playing that, and of course then the 360 come out. I think it came out later that year, or like 9 months later or something like that. And so I never actually got around to finishing them. Alright, see, I'd have gone the other way myself, just by virtue of the fact. I mean, the Xbox One's fine, I like it, but if I had to make a choice between the two, I will stick with my PS4 Pro. But I'd like my Xbox One. I just get annoyed with the fact that Microsoft dick around with the streaming service Twitch on there at the moment. Right, move. Take your time.
Hi, I'm Misty.
Right, okay. It's going to take me a while, I think, to get used to the control system in this. Press the select button to change the camera. Right, okay, well I know that isn't the select... God, I've done this the worst possible way, haven't I? That's too high, that'll do. Yeah. I'm more than happy with my Pro, and until Microsoft starts showing me some games, I'm pretty much... I mean, I only play really the exclusives. I don't even know how that happened then. Oh well, better get out actually, because oh crap, I forgot about this. Come back, give me your car, you bastard. Give me your car, you shit. Oh, turn that crap on. Where's she gone? Is she in the car? Oh no, there she is. Get her. Yeah, it's to me the PS4 absolutely annihilates the Xbox these days when it comes to exclusives. The exclusives that I want to play, I should qualify that. But then again, I like my Xbox One because I've got it. I know when Forza 7 comes out, I can play that. It just ran me out of the way while I was talking there. To earn extra cash, why not borrow a taxi? But first of all, I want to save my game. I don't think they are that similar, to be honest. I think that the most issues that I've had, both online, like connecting online, and just general annoying issues I've actually had with the Xbox One this generation, which has surprised me. Like, here's an example. I can turn my Xbox One on, and it won't log into the dashboard properly. Like, half the dashboard will be missing, and it won't actually... It's like I'm half logged in, and it takes an age to log in properly. I can be sat for like 2 minutes, and then it'll log in. And I'll know then, because what happens is that... well, then with the days, memory cards. The rest of the dashboard will appear. And the same with like just general online connectivity in games. Maybe it's just me, but you see, this is the weird thing. And when I was saying this in my Oblivion video, because that's another thing, when I'm streaming, it buffers like you wouldn't believe. And I was saying that it's weird because when I do a speed test with my internet here, my Xbox One comes back with faster tests. So like it'll have 45 down and 12 up. Will you stop, you complete bastard taxi driver? I want that taxi cab. But the PS4 will be like, sometimes it's about 40 down and about 6 up. Yet I find streaming on the PS4 miles better. I don't get anywhere near the... Oh, you've really pissed me off now, sunshine. And I got run over. Right, I'll have this guy's taxi. I wonder if there's a way I can turn the radio off permanently. I don't want to turn down the music audio, just... I'll leave that on. What was I saying? Yeah, that stuff like that. Like, the Twitch app, to my mind, has been balked by Microsoft.
I can easily cut this desk in 2 half desks. This desk is made of 2-inch thick cotton wood.
to the cab, you lazy shit. Really? Fuck, I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, they, to my mind, I don't have proof of it, but I kind of run some tests that sort of make me think about whether they've bought this or not. And the thing I've noticed is that since they've launched Mixer, Twitch has buffered more on my Xbox One than it does on my PS4. Now that's in spite of the fact that my Xbox One has got a better connectivity. So how does that work? And I've gone the wrong way. This is what I don't like about this early Grand Theft Auto game. There's no sat nav essentially. There's no waypoint markers. You have to learn Liberty City. Yeah, they do. They want people to use Mixer, and that's it. But they've got no rights to screw up a piece of software that people are using. I'm not going to do this. Fucking hell. Right, this is... Bastard. It was a stupid place to try and get to anyway. What? I need to play in a room that's less bright. Yeah, but the thing is, like, they shouldn't do that. They should make something good, not make something else crap, just to make their thing look better than what it really is. I don't want to use Mixer at the end of the day. I use Twitch. I stream on Twitch. That's what I do. Yeah, Microsoft are just doing what they did back in the day with PCs, where they'd make other people's web browsers crap just to make theirs better. You know, make them run like shit. And they got bollocked for that. You know, they got done for doing stuff like that. So why do they think they can do it now? They just do the same old thing, and I don't like it. Oh, get lost, police! Got the... I only touched the car, it wasn't that bad. Get in! Cops on my tail. I just don't agree with that. But then again, I mean, like I said in my stream, what?
We're speaking Shoshone and Cherokee.
That was close. What the hell?
You ever watch soccer? Man, that's a boring game,
Really,
man.
Willie the Pimp.
I'll tell you what soccer is. Soccer for little girls, man. Football, now that's American sport.
I don't know. I've lost track of what I'm saying now.
Like stealing other people's land by force and wearing tight pants while you do it. What are you talking about?
I just think that both of them... I don't like the fact that they're ramping up the price of the PSN. I'm totally against that. Because that's just like... Why? You've got more people subscribed to the service now. Yeah, that's it. I mean, where are those games this generation? That's my main bone of contention. Where are those games this generation? We've had none. We've had absolutely nothing like that. And that's not my fault. He turned into me, Ossifer. He wasn't looking where he was going. Yeah, you are right, by the way. It's just sheer greed. They've got, like, how many more people now paying? Because you have to pay to play online. And it's not been lost on me that this whole thing has come along exactly a week before Destiny 2 comes out, that you need to be online to play it. So that hasn't been lost on me either. It's like, a week before Destiny 2, you're sticking the price up of the PlayStation Network 25%. Sus as hell to me.
I'm still married, but on Wednesday afternoon, I meet
I mean, well, I will say they are as bad as each other. In terms of that, I would say that. It's just for me personally, things do tend to work better on the PS4. But like I say, I like my Xbox One as well. I'm not one of these people that's like, it's a load of shit. Everything's a joke on it. That's not true at all. Like I say, I'll be playing Forza 7 when it comes out and enjoying that. I think overall it has been a bit underwhelming this gen.
And now you can ship one anywhere just by logging on to
Getting all 360 and playing Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, that's it. And I think, like, for me personally as well, the backwards compatibility thing is something that I think Sony have asked. Like this, okay, this proves I could play a PS2 game, right, on the PS4, but they won't allow you to do it via disc. Am I supposed to believe that a bang up-to-date Blu-ray can't read a DVD-ROM? That the Blu-ray in the PS3 could? So the hardware is obviously there, because this is a PS2 game. Yeah, okay, it's been updated. It's not been remastered. It's been updated to be widescreen and have trophy support. Oh, what is this? Well, how am I supposed to get there then? It's just the fact that they want you to buy the games again. And alright, you could say, well, I'm part of the problem because I bought this again, but I don't have the discs for these, and I've not had the discs for these for many, many years. Oh, you son of a bitch. And I want to play them. That's the simplicity behind it for me. I'm pretty sure this isn't the official way you get to this place. Look for a fare. I have made quite a few dollars here, haven't I? Yeah, that's it. They want you to pay for it again. And that's the thing. I mean, like I say, the only thing I can say in my defense here is I don't own these games. If I own these on the Xbox 360, for example, get here to the car, you lazy shit. Get in the car! Right. I wouldn't have bought them again. You know, absolutely no way. As a matter of principle. But there's absolutely no way. I mean, I got Oblivion for the Xbox 360 Oblivion that I've been streaming via the Xbox One. I paid £3 for that on disc. Well, I did the DLC, the Shivering Isles disc, was £3. The Oblivion disc was £3. But when I actually got home and I looked, thought, how am I going to install a DLC disc on the Xbox One, right? Because I could install Oblivion fine. Apparently, all I had to do was put the Shivering Isles disc in, and Oblivion downloads and updates itself. And it did. So actually, I only needed to buy the DLC disc to get Oblivion. Now, if I bought that on the Xbox One, on the digital store, all in all, it would have cost me £20. So effectively, I got it for £3 just off the disc. And it's the same game. I mean, essentially, you put the disc in and it downloads off the store anyway. That's all it does. So I'm getting exactly the same thing as what they're selling on the store. £3, one of the best RPGs going.
Yes, it is. Who's this?
It's real unimportant, okay?
No, not.
That's strange. That's about the third time that's done that. Wonder if it's this lap. Let me just move my laptop. Wonder if my Bluetooth on my laptop's interfering with the controller. Because this only ever happens when I'm streaming.
Real unhappy and been agitated. Real angry. It's my mom. She don't think I'm a real man.
Yeah, you know, that was one thing, you know, I kind of regret. is I didn't buy a larger hard drive. I'll turn the taxi mission over. That's not bad though. What was I saying? Yeah, I didn't get a large enough hard drive for my Xbox One. I got the... oh shit. Oh, that's not good. Run away! I probably want to save this game right now before I die. Yeah, I should have got a larger. I got a 1 terabyte one on top of the 500 gig it came with, and that was fine for ages. And now I've got like 300 gig left. And you know, the one thing I'm gonna think though, the one reservation I have with the Xbox One X, apparently when you get a game you have to patch it with the extra resolutions, and apparently these download files are going to be colossal. That is something that Microsoft need to sort something out. They need to what they really need to start doing at Microsoft is they need to start compressing the data, because otherwise people are just going to think this is crazy. I mean, I'm on fibre optic and I get sick and tired of how long it takes to download patches. You can pre-download them, but can you imagine if you're not on fibre optic? Like, didn't they say something like it was going to be over 100 gig? Why are they doing this? Like on the 360, when you used to download patches, it would take like 10-15 seconds for a patch because it was compressed. We used to always used to come up with something like 2 megabyte download, and it was done, and then that was it. The only time you actually had to wait for stuff was if you were getting DLC. Oh right, you don't heal when you sleep in this one? Well, alright, okay. That's interesting. How the hell do I heal up then? Do I have to go to food places? You can tell I've not played this for ages, can't you? Yeah, the downloads on Xbox One do take ages, though they also take ages on the PS4 as well. Do you know why that is? Is because they cap your speed. Regardless of what your speed test on the consoles will say, you get your speed capped. No, turn that crap off. Don't want any copyright issues. Right, just back on this game a second. I need to find food. Because apparently going for some shut-eye doesn't recover your health. Yes, you can. Like this that I got here, they downloaded the 3 games simultaneously. I can't eat here. It's a diner and I can't eat. I'm beside myself. Yeah, that is something I will say. Do you ever watch your speeds, by the way, on Xbox One? You know when it's downloading an update? Have a look at your speeds, especially if you're on wireless. It's hilarious. It will go from like 5 megabits per second. Now, my speed test here will tell me I get 45 megabits per second download. I'm supposed to get 60, but I'm with BT, so... And sometimes when I'm watching it on a Xbox One, it will shoot up to like 70 megabits per second, and I'm like, yeah, right, that's something, isn't it? I mean, how in the hell does that work? How can you be going faster than what's coming down the pipe to my house? But it's all good fun. I get so wound up sitting there waiting for games to update though. Yeah, do you know, I would love to do that, but years ago when the internet was installed here, it was done in the in like the main entry hall, because back then, like, I didn't need like super fast access because I wasn't downloading as much stuff. So the art, what was then, what was it? Was it ISDN or something like that? Point was put in the hallway, and then they came out about 6 months before I got fibre optic. They came out and they put in a new port in there that was fibre optic enabled. And then when the engineers come out, they were like, yeah, if you want to move this, it's going to cost you like, and I was like, is the wireless going to be decent? And they were like, oh yeah, it's really good. Which they completely lied, because it's shite. So that's the problem I have with it a bit, really. It's just, it's in a bad, hospital, of course, that's where I can heal. It's just in a bad location. Yeah, okay, I got it. What's happening? Why are we going to a thingy screen? Oi! Somebody's half-inched my wreck of a car. That's not the way forward. Give us your Humvee. You don't need it. Turn that shit off. Okay. Oh, massive downloads are going to get worse because of resolution. Higher res. I don't know why people are getting overexcited about 4K at this moment in time. It's great, but it's not practical. I mean, you got to have like super ninja internet to get it to work properly over the web. Getting a decent 4K TV is still not massively cheap. It's cheaper than it was. And the consoles can't do it. The Xbox One X can't do it. You know, it's not uncompromised 4K that Microsoft was saying it's going to be. All I'm seeing is, well, it's going to be like 1440p. So it's just going to be better than the PS4 Pro, but it's not going to be a native 4K games console that they was implying it was going to be. And I knew it wouldn't when I saw the price, in the same way that I knew that the PS4 Pro wasn't going to do proper 4K. When they announced the price of the PS4 Pro and it was like 350 quid, I nearly fell off my chair. I thought, if they're delivering an entire 4K experience for that is going to be like the greatest console. These cars are made out of potato peel or something. That's going to be like the greatest console ever, because like it's going to be massively cheap and it's going to do 4K at what, that price? So I knew it was going to be, you know, like a half-assed version of it.
So here, take it.
There's a new high on the street. Goes by the name of Spank.
What it is with like the Pro and even with the Xbox One X,
and introduce a bat to his face.
they're trying to jump. What they're trying to do is preempt this supposed 4K explosion, and they're trying to make sure that they have a device which can do 4K in some way or another. And by doing that, they're not going to look like they've fallen far behind. The problem is that still the vast majority of console gamers are gaming on a 1080p television, and there's going to be a lot that are still on a 720p TV as well, I bet. I mean, the TV I've got, this Panasonic I've got, is a 1080p TV, but it's an older panel, so it's not LED, it's LCD. It's actually on its way out. The panel's burning out. But it's been a great TV. I've had this since 2010. I've had 2 Panasonics and I found them to be pretty amazing. I'm assuming I've got to beat somebody up here. Is that it? Where are you? Oi!
Meet punk.
Give me back. Hang on.
Up at 6, home by 9.
What am I doing? What am I supposed to be doing here? Just take his car and get it resprayed. Ah, right, okay.
Everyone loves Pogo. Idiot Gamer.
Pogo the monkey.
Hey
Pogo, have a hand grenade.
Pogo the monkey today. Right, Pogo? And coming soon, Pogo the monkey card game, Pogo the monkey plastic dolls, Pogo the monkey quilt covers, and Pogo the monkey car covers.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always the, like you say, Baz, it's the lowest common denominator will always dictate stuff. And that's the thing. What it is that they released the Xbox One and PS4, they released them light. Like they needed to get consoles out the door because of the fact that the other generation had been around for nearly, what, like 8-9 years before these come out. And they had to get something done, they had to get new consoles out the door. The problem was, at the time, none of them actually knew whether or not this generation of consoles was going to sell, because all the people, all of these quote-unquote experts were, you know, your Michael Pactors of this world, was saying that consoles were dead because of, like, tablets and mobile phones. And I always used to think, where do you even get that from? Because they would have an impact on, like, 3DS, on handhelds, before they would have an impact on full-blown games consoles. That's just logical. The 3DS had sold gangbusters. So if they weren't impacting on a handheld like the 3DS or that kind of thing, then why would they have an impact on mainline games consoles? Yeah, they should have done, really. They were just they released this gen of consoles trying to, it was like testing the water. Is there still a market? You know, they'd seen, I think what panicked a few people when the Wii U come out, what was that, 2012? It was 2012, wasn't it? And it went light after the success of the original Wii. I think there was a bit of a panic, like, oh, maybe these people are right, maybe maybe games consoles have had the day. And that was what sort of made them panic a bit. I think they just got themselves into a tit, and thought, we've got to release new consoles, but we don't really have the guarantee that they're going to sell. It's also one of the reasons why I think they use more off-the-shelf hardware than they did before. Get that bloody radio off again. I'm gonna have to look at that. They released them light because it was cheaper. Like, they used off-the-shelf, pretty much off-the-shelf PC hardware. You know, rather than, you look at, like, the Xbox 360 was Power PC based, and the PS3 was Cell processor based. All of that stuff was, like, beyond the pale, really. It was all the kind of stuff that was its own thing, all custom made.
On a combo, what am I gonna do? Wait. Hey, I gotta talk to you. All right, Mick.
Yeah, the thing is, like, that the Wii was for casuals. The Wii was for people like.
Son, Joey Leone. He wants some action from his regular girl.
The thing is, it's like I've always said, statistics mean nothing out of context. The problem with a lot of these industry analysts at that time was they were looking at figures with no context to them. So they just look at, oh my god, look how many consoles the Wii sold, that's the way forward. The Wii, but what they didn't appreciate was user engagement. Like, how many games were being sold on the Wii? Or what was the uptake of games like? How many people were still using the Wii like 18 months after they'd got it? 12, 18 months later. The drop-off was enormous because it was a party console. It was a fad. People got that. They were using the Wii Sports that came with it. They got the Wii Sport bundle. You know, Granny played the bowling, and then they got bored of it, and it was put in the back of the cupboard and forgotten about. And then what you get is everyone thought that was the way forward to go. Microsoft, of course, saw the whole what were they called? The Mii's, that weird avatar things. So they, let's do that now on the Xbox brand. Let's make avatars for the Xbox, and it was like, really? You're gonna go there? So they did that. Then, like you say, Baz, did the Kinect thing as well, which was a load of arse. I actually got the Kinect because I thought, I saw what potential could have been with it. I got it and thought, this is just a festering pile of garbage that doesn't work. I mean, like, I get it set up and then the sun had come out and it was like, it's too bright. And then you draw the curtains and it was too dark. So in daylight I had to draw the curtains and put a light on to play Kinect. And that was when it would actually track me. I mean, it said on the box you have to be 6 foot away. And I guess that must have meant somebody who was only 5 foot. But like, I'm 6'2", and it wouldn't scan me, and I was 7 foot away from the damn thing. And then there was the whole rubbish thing that Peter Molyneux did. You know, with the
Am I gonna get to play with your big ends again?
I'll be with you in a minute, Spark Plug.
dialogue in this game.
Joey. Luigi said you were reliable, so come back later, there might be some work.
You know, you can walk up to it and do all those things with that absolutely crap Milo demo that was a huge lie. So we'll do a few more taxi missions, I think, before the thing blows up. This is like Crazy Taxi on the consoles. Not on the consoles, on Grand Theft Auto, what we're talking about. Hang on. Come on. Move. A lot of that, Baz, is going to depend on whether or not the Xbox One X sells. That'll be the overriding factor. If that sells, then they'll keep doing it. Where in the hell am I going here? Soddy now. Yeah, well, the thing is as well, the other thing they're doing is they're trying to sell games as services, which I completely object to. I think that is absolutely not the way forward. But that's been driven by the demand to make these things more profitable. That's not my fault. Come here. Yeah, well, it depends on that, because the reason they lose money in the first place when new hardware comes out, although I don't believe that's been the case this generation, but one of the reasons that they do is because when you create a piece of hardware in the first few years, normally over the first 2 years, and I got this from working in finance, they write off the research and development cost over the first 2 years of the console's life cycle. So when research and development is as high as what it can be when you're developing proprietary hardware, in those first 2 years you get a higher cost price per unit. Once that is gone, that's when they start making a profit on the consoles, and that's usually why they come out with a slim version, because by that point they've actually managed to get the manufacturing costs under control with cheaper components that are more reliable and smaller, and so it costs less to make them, and that's when they start to turn a profit back. Yeah, digital media will happen. I like physical media, but it's the reality. You're just gonna have to get used to it if you want to keep playing games, I guess. You know, I'm very much pro physical copies of games, but at the same time, when you look at how it's worked in the PC space, look at you've got GOG, Steam, that are hugely popular. I mean, Steam is obviously the market leader, but because everything comes out on there pretty much. But I'm signed up to both, and the great thing about stuff like GOG, especially as a PC owner, well, not a PC, but I don't really game much on the PC because one I've got is crap. But the great thing about it, when you get a game, it works 9 times out of 10. You don't have to worry about, will it work on Windows 10, because they've already patched it, and you tend to get all of the DLC with it as well at the price you pay, and manuals, and even like content from special editions. So if you bought the boxed version and it had a soundtrack and like a special poster or something like that, they actually give you the digital equivalent of that stuff as well, which is kind of impressive. So outlets like that now have got really savvy to it, and that's the way it'll go. Once they sort the prices out on console, so they're not like silly ass £15-20 more than they are in the shop, it'll be game over for physical media. Because who cares if people are not interested in collecting games and they just view games as something that they want to essentially have a rate of rental for. They'll switch over to it. It's just a fact of life. How am I supposed to get this person here now? Just trying to think. Is that it? Oh, that was easy. No wonder it was so cheap. Oi. Move. Come hither. Digital media is cheaper for the publisher but costs more. But yeah, a lot of that though is down to the deal that console manufacturers struck with places like GameStop and Game. Because those places largely sell the consoles, and they need those places for the selling of the consoles on the high street, they have pretty much agreed. Well, I'm glad you didn't decide you were going to go after me then, Ossifer, because you crashed into me. They have struck a deal up with them to say we won't undercut you on launch prices, which is why they're so stupidly expensive compared to the high street. But that'll change. That'll only remain as relevant as the so long as people are still buying physical media. Once you get to the point where consoles pretty much become PCs, which we're not a million miles away from that now, GameStop, Game, all of these places will be gone. It'll be brutal. Oi. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, and like I say, the thing they have with digital media is they can lace that stuff with DRM till the cows come out, and there's nothing you can do about it. As a gamer, you're going to have to accept it or not play. That is one of the things I like about GOG, is the fact that it's DRM free. So when you buy the game, you own that game. Like, they don't put any restrictions on. You don't need to be connected to the net. You don't need to sign in for authentication or any other such crap. Once you've bought the game, it downloads onto your hard drive and you own it, and you can re-download it to your heart's content. Whereas like Steam often wants you to be connected to the web for, you know, at least, if not all the time, at least some of the time, to verify you are who you are. Yeah, well, I mean, Microsoft wanted it to be a permanently online games console, which, I mean, let's face it, they both, oh, what am I doing? They both essentially are, anyway, because, like, Sony made the big hullabaloo about, oh, you don't need to be online to play our games, but it was always going to be down to publishers anyway. It was never going to be down to console manufacturers as to whether the thing needed to be online all the time or not. That was always going to be the case. I think this taxi's seen better days, hasn't it? Yeah, GOG is great. It is. I wish all games had come out on there, to be honest with you, because I'd never use Steam again. I bought, like, some games in the Steam sale that were supposed to work on Windows 10. I mean, they were old games, granted, but yeah, right, my arse, they work on Windows 10. If you count having a black screen working, then yeah. What's that? I think it was a... I'm trying to think of what Star Wars game that was. Was it Dark Forces 2, I think? Oh yeah, this works on Windows 10. No, it doesn't. Well, not on mine anyway. Which is probably more to do with the graphics card being a laughable joke, but come on. Whoops. Oh, what? I got my passenger there on time. It's not my fault the car's on fire. Well, it will be in a second. Yeah, you take it easy too. Thanks for coming in. Now then. Now then. Need to ditch this thing. Oh, I might actually get away with it. Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. Oops. That's not helping. Right. Let's go for a bit of a wander. I want to try and familiarise myself with this version of Liberty City, which is a bit different to the one in GTA 4. Aha! That must be because of the explosion at the beginning. Alright. Oops. Oh crap. I like how you get money for blowing things up in this. That is in contrast to GTA 5, where it's like you have to be a stockbroker to earn money in that. Oh, is this... can take cars here, can't I, if I remember rightly? Park in the marked area and the vehicle will be crushed. That's what I like. Oh. Ah, right. What we got here? a1dy. It's in this scrapyard. I'm just looking to see if there's... Was it this one that had... No, I think it was Vice City that had tapes you could collect, wasn't it? What did this one have? Was it CDs or something? Or was it little packages of something or another that were collectible? Can't remember now. Oops.
Call the YMCA.
Call the YMCA. Alright then. Yeah, I keep... My instincts are always to go for the right trigger. But I know that that's not going to work. Alright, let's better get some missions done here, but what I want to do first is save my game! Well, I don't think this auto-saves, does it? Oops. Great. Oh, wow. Quite a few people in here watching at one point, and it's all gone quiet. I think Baz has taken them all with him. And I've balls that car up already. Baz has stolen all my viewers, even though he's not streaming, I don't think. Cannot save during a mission. Any vehicle left in this garage. Stored. So we've got the perennial in there. The Esperanto. Wasn't that the language that they were trying to come out with? A European language that was comprised of like German, Spanish, French, Italian and English. Wasn't that it? Esperanto? Pump action pimp.
Some Diablo scumbag has been pimping his scuzzy bitches in my backyard. Go and take care of things for me. If you need a piece, go around back of Ammunition opposite the subway.
Alrighty then. Ammunition. Is this first gun on me? I mean on them. Do I get it free? Can I just say who's your daddy then? It's like I do. Alright. does one reload?
I feel so good.
Right. While holding R1, supposed to have a gun. While holding R1, what was that? R2? R2, right. How do I reload? Hold R1. How do I reload? Can I reload? Who cares? Right. Boom, 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 boom. Up the stairs. Whoops, sorry. Car oversteered somewhat. So I've got to chase these dudes down and shoot them. Well, that's how I turn the bloody radio on. Let's put some channel box on, I should be alright with that.
Okay, here's the deal. This isn't gardening with Maurice. That's on later.
No, he got taken off the air. He lied, I know he did. I've been trying to make a hybrid of a peach and a pecan.
I've completely forgotten the bloody controllers. This is not good. Well, I thought it was R1. What the heck? Was that not R2? That didn't work. And now I've lost my guns. Have I? Yeah, I've lost all my weapons. Bloody video games. Right, give me your car. Oh, the Riddler driving that?
Very serious. I let my kids play video games, and now I'm running around the house looking for gold coins.
Shut up.
Teaching our children to go chase money. My little fans are playing this new video game called Pogo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called me today, and Sam made a homemade banana shop class and was lobbing them across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of video games. Learn one. Life does not have a reset button.
Right, but this show does. Ah, I love that button. You know, it's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're in our key demographic.
Love media, bringing people and the finest in entertainment together.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
So now I've got to go to speak to this guy again in order to get a gun. And this time I'm trying to remember the damn controls that I've just learned. Right, well, we don't need to have the conversation. Alright.
Please start with work. Why? Your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just full of rap.
How's that?
Art is evil, dude. And Tuesdays, they use it to control us. Why do you think all the commercials tell you to brush your twice a day? I've read books.
And what book have you been reading?
It's R1. I know what I did. I pressed R2 instead. What are you doing? Move! Move!
The boss man wants
How are you still alive?
I suggest you run away fast. The boss man wants you. You're dead.
It's been 2 full minutes since a commercial, but I'd like to say if anyone else is stressed, might I recommend Equinox from Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new.
Equinox.
Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today. Equinox, softening life's harsh reality.
Tonight, the TV event that will make history. Liberty City Survivor.
How are you still alive?
I gotta go on vacation.
Pistol is non-stop ammunition. Fabulous.
I was so excited, I didn't even notice I'd been hit. After that, I was hooked on Liberty City Survivor. I watch it every day in the hospital.
The game doesn't end until there's only one man left standing. Tune in nightly or watch the 24-hour live webcast. Liberty City Survivor. Natural selection has come home. Sponsored by Ammunition.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Call us on the chatter line to tell us what's on your mind. Line 4, you're on Chatterbox. What's on your mind?
Liberty City cops rule!
Ah, that's lovely, thanks. Next caller, you're on Chatterbox.
That last guy was so full of...
Sorry, I'm just listening to the Chatterbox radio. I know I'm not exactly chatting in the stream, but I just love listening to it.
You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, you were
It's
talking about
bloody
short
mad.
guys and attitude. Well, you know, you'd have an attitude too if you couldn't reach the friggin' cheesy swirls at the grocery store.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it seems like the whole world's against you. I mean...
You know, we're not talking about you. What kind of egomaniac are you? You got your own show. How about letting other people talk for a change? We're all the same, giant. Oh.
Hey, yeah, GTA Radio is the best. There's absolutely no doubt about that. The talk radio shows are the ones I like because that's where you get a lot of the social commentary about what's kind of going on and then around the time that the game is made. They put it into the radio shows and it's always a very comedic take on things. There's my baseball bat. I need health. It's got to be more ways of getting health back.
Most of all, guns. I had it with people wanting
Yeah,
guns kill people.
yeah.
Guns
The
don't kill
Pogo the
people.
Monkey
Yeah,
radio ads are funny.
medical facts. Cardiac arrest, organ failure, or major hemorrhage.
The one I liked on this, on Chatterbox in Grand Theft Auto 3, was the guy who was supposed to be like some kind of kung fu master or something who goes to chop a desk in half, breaks his finger.
Aren't American. You know, if more people had guns, we'd have less shootings in this country. All right, we're going over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State?
No, taxes. Look, taxes is really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. And now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh, hey.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to
Just
us
need
all.
to find the damn thing. I'm just trying to familiarise myself with the place.
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, lad. Yes, I do like it. There's one thing, though.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
When I was boarding, I had a nanny. She was steady for this country.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's excellent child care here in America.
Well, I'm sure. But the thing is that when I was a naughty boy, I get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty.
So now there's a guy with a spank fetish on the radio.
He needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists who probably say that spanking
It's
can
gone
be
very
harmful
misty.
to a child's emotional development.
Absolute rot, Laszlo. It's lovely. Freddy needs a nanny. He needs a nanny, Laszlo.
No.
Freddy needs a very good
No,
boy.
Australian.
How old is your son? How old is your son?
I don't have children. I can't stand that it's crap. But Freddy needs a nanny.
All right, that's enough of him. God, who gave this guy a green card? This is Chatterbox. We're talking about short guys, nannies, taxes, and anything sane you'd like to bring to the party. Hello, you are on Chatterbox.
I was listening to that caller about taxes. His views were a little extreme. How do you expect to hear some from a society if you don't understand how the government spends their money? Why are people afraid of suffers, sign and co-signers?
Can't see a damn thing.
Incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean,
Hang on.
Cartesian coordinate system has almost power. I find it liberating. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now that we've lost 98%
Alright,
of our
I know
audience,
where that
let's
is.
reward the other 2% with a commercial. When we come back, we'll have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station. Remember, it's not a conflict of interest if we own all the radio stations in town. We'll be right back after this message.
In today's fast-paced world, a split second can be the difference between achieving...
How did that even happen?
I'm warning you. I'm gonna run you out. I got your number.
I know running on foot in the middle of the road's not a good idea in this. Better not do that with the cops around.
Make me proper like a princess.
Here, let's have a look. Suicide jump. Yeah, it is very funny. Ah, health. Come on, run across the road. It never gets old. Neither will that person. Right, that's where the L train is. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I was going down then. Why is he not? Am I pressing the right button? Yeah. I want your car.
Think so. Well, it might be, but it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable.
Alrighty then.
Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts. Be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers on the baby, and she must also be poor.
What the hell is going on with? Please don't. Well, I'm beating it before the cop gets blown up. Now I need another car. You car! You car! This isn't working. I'm gonna have to start getting a bit more violent.
Marito!
Shut up!
I'll show you driving!
I wasn't really up for kissing on air.
This car broke? Oh.
Well, no matter. Why are these fucking puppies?
I mean, you brought it up.
No.
I only want to get back to save the game.
You not want to kiss me. I was talking how to say, hypothetically, to make me all personal. It's a bit different. If I say, imagine if your wife was hurting, you can nod your head. But if I say, hey...
Alright then.
And he's born a man. And a man with knees. He needs a woman to tuck his baby's into his head. But what is that?
So he starts flirting with the secretary, takes her out for a drink, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds of uses for the office furniture.
Nice.
Held at the old school hall near the Callahan Bridge, and they'll be looking for some old school action. Now, I got girls all over town walking the street. Get them to the ball. They'll make a bundle. Get as many of them as you can before the cops drink away their green.
Oh, joy. Oh, no, not timed missions.
Well, an idiot. And I can save you. And I can save you.
Marriage doesn't need saving.
Hey, you are the one mentioning the prettiest office manager and the ay caramba, my friend. Listen, Laszlo, and listen back to yours. Marriage is a present. But you are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save you. But when the man he sees wife all fat, all dirty, with the dirty diapers and the dirty panties and the scrubby brush, and who knows what else, he's not thinking marriage, right? He's thinking about what you thinking about your prettiest sister. We already know that. See?
Go on.
But Laszlo, what if you act on your fantasy for your little secretary?
Move! Bloody peasants.
You're smiling. What then, my friend? What then?
I get a sexual harassment suit.
If you are lucky, but you more likely, your marriage is ruined. Your sweetheart, she hates you.
This
Your
car's
pretty secretary,
rubbish.
she wants you to be her man. You back into square one. My friend, you and 1,000 men like you. For me, once it was so. But then one day, I was driving my car, and I realized, Fernando, you are blessed. You are a miracle. 1,000 miracles rolled into one. You saved the marriage. And
He tried to
saved the
kill
man.
me.
You don't put the marriage first, and you put the man first. Maybe you call it man. And I think to myself, no, it's not really then we call it the cycle to weakness. Because that is what it is. And you begin.
So, how does this work?
It's a miracle, Laszlo. A miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread, 6.5 days a week.
Designs the car park like this. Which insane person does that?
What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited market.
Laszlo, you are very prejudiced. I like that. But no, not with me.
I'd chase you if I could.
Passion for love. Passion for you. Wish he could play home with his wife.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, little man. A savior. In a controlled environment, I reintroduce the man to a pleasure he has lost, to the miracles of a word.
Alright.
Truly, the results are remarkable.
Do I have to get all of these?
1,000 marriages have been saved, and 1 million more to be saved every day.
And do the wives know about this?
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have been saved.
Oh,
We're gonna open it
crap.
up to the phones if you've got any questions for Fernando Martinez, Exotic Marriage Guidance Made Easy. Ring us now. Hey, oh, cool, we have a caller on line 1. Caller, you are on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hey, Fernando. My name's Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller. And I just wanted to say, hey, Laszlo,
screwed
you're
this
real
mission
tough
up,
on
haven't I?
Fernando back there. I'll tell you one thing. He's a miracle worker. He saved my marriage, and I married a bustable woman. Now I don't feel sick every time I open my eyes.
See, Laszlo?
Why?
You see? I remember Jerry.
Why would that person be
He is
there?
like a broken man, like a half a man, a man, if you will. He has no end anymore. And his marriage
A
is
man,
killed.
if you will.
Where is the passion? She is gone, replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she's not a pretty lady. She's more like an offensive lion or a lioness, big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids, but she's even bigger. Now she's like a whole offensive lion. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me and he cries,
This game's
Fernando,
gonna want me
save
to
my
get all
marriage.
of these,
I love
isn't
my
it?
wife, even though she is a fat worker. And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty to love his wife, even if she is like a farmer. And now, Jerry is saved.
By sleeping with other women.
Saved.
Oh,
A beautiful union
bad
by
enough me trying to
an
try and
adulterer
read all
and
these other
Well,
arseholes in
that's
the
great.
mix.
So, who's on the line now?
Hi, Laszlo. It's Janet. I love the show and always wanted to call in. It's really offended me. Who is this gutter trash you got on the show?
studio kind of forced him on.
Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Janet, why are you so ugly? Your husband did not make you happy.
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
But he's probably a good daddy, and you sound very pretty. Angry and a little bit of a color. Very pretty lady. This is
Oh my God.
The women they think in your beginnings is only for men. But no, it is for women too. For Janet,
So I have to get them all.
Senor Wonder all over again.
Well, that
In
sucks.
case, maybe she comes to work for me. And she did it in the beginning herself. She discovered the assignment and the
Does that
oppression
mean?
all for herself. This
Oh no, I didn't. Oh, that's handy.
very unworthy. A travesty. I work it.
Move. Thank you. Oh, what is it with the cars?
Exotic location do you come from?
I am.
Ah, that's why I flipped
Latin is a
before.
big place there, buddy. Where in Latin?
I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride. I have a calling. Many are called, but few are chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle.
So, where were you called from, Fernando?
From Spain, okay? You have me money now. I'm not real Latin, but I provide real Latin passion. I work the miracles every day. Listen, wives, children, if your husband, if your daddy, if he's not happy, send him to me, Fernando. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world.
Get off! Get lost! You're just a cheap pimp from upstate! Get out of my studio!
I saved your daddy! I saved your husband! It is a miracle!
Get out of here!
It's a miracle!
Would you like a kitten? Have one delivered. Just log on to petsovernight.com and we'll send you a cute kitten over.
Let's
Enjoy. Alright, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old.
let's have a
I'm
look at this
Laszlo,
mission
with
and
open ears
then
and a closed
I'm going to
mind.
call it a day because my controller battery is complaining it's about to run out and I can't play in charge because if I do I get a weird buzzing feedback
You think that teaching kids at an early age that violence is the
for some reason.
will make them valuable members
It seems that the USB charger and the headphone microphone jack in this controller don't like one another.
Fell out of my ear. Didn't do me no harm. Look at me now. I'm the best pest control guy in East Portland. I've killed more rats, roaches, vermin than you can imagine, and I'll.
Hey, I'm bored. When you gonna drill me?
In a moment, sweetheart. I got a little business to take care of. I got a little
Jesus
job for you, pal. The Farrelly brothers have owed me money for too long, and they need to be taught some respect. Lips Farrelly
Oh
is
my
stuffing his fat
goodness.
face in the St. Mark's Bistro. So
Lips
steal his car and take it to 8 Ball's bomb shop up in Harwood. You know 8 Ball, right? Once he's fitted it with a bomb, go park the car where you found it. Then sit back and watch the whole show. But hurry up, he won't be eating forever.
When are you gonna drill me? Oh my god.
I'm starting to believe that guy about the fluoride in the drinking water. Listen, if there's any sane person left in Liberty City that can hear my voice, please call the show right now. This is an SOS going out across the city. All right, let's go over to this line. Hello, caller. You are on the air. Are you sane? Are you a sane caller?
Absolutely, Laszlo. Killer bees.
Killer bees.
Yes, killer bees. Did you know that if the current migration rate continues, we will all be dead in 3 years? Did you want to become a bee stepper? I don't. That's why we must act now. Killer bees. But the killer bees are nothing compared to ants. You can't kill them. They're like sheep. that are going to take over.
All right, thanks, caller. Ants, killer bees, fat people, what's plaguing you? Call now.
It's like every time I pull out into traffic, there's a car always heading straight towards me.
In the city who yammer on and on into their cell phones. I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up, put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against the Phone.
Crap?
Exactly.
Your organization's called Crap. What kind of moron are you? You want to round people up for using a phone? But you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laswell.
Gone the wrong way, haven't I?
People. There are 3 of us. It's hard organizing meetings without the phone, though. We've had to resort to carrier pigeons, and they keep disappearing.
What are you speaking to me on? What's that in your hand?
I am not the problem. You are, and you're perpetuating the downfall of mankind. Liberty City was great before phones ruined everything.
Liberty City was a church, a cow pasture, and 3 houses when the telephone was invented.
Liar!
You're the liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
What are you 3 years old?
Laszlo's a liar, Laszlo's a liar. I bet that isn't even your real name.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Stupid.
Nanny, nanny, boo-boo, stick your head in doo-doo.
No, for going commercial.
Is your job affecting your health? Do you become fatigued? Does working take time away from family and social events like watching wrestling? There's an easy solution. Sue your boss. See, the great thing about this country is you can sue anyone for pretty much anything, and you'll probably win, or at least get a settlement. At the firm of Rakin & Foster Personal Injury Attorneys, we can show you how falling down and howling like a sissy can result in a large damage award from your employer. We also specialize in awards for injury.
How do I activate the... Did I? What do I do?
Insurance. Call the law offices of Rakin & Foster and get ready to enjoy a life of luxury.
All right, we're back on Chatterbox. Let's go to the chatter line.
What do I do? Oh, right. There we go. I have no idea how I did that. I just pressed a load of random buttons. What? Boom. There's a crispy critter. Shut up.
You should have changed your optician.
Oh, no, that granny's gone mad and they're after me. Five now after me. You know what I'm going to do before I save? Let me get that rubbish car out of here. Come on, let's have rid of this. There we go. Alright, let me just have a wander around. Well, not a wander, a drive around in this, and then I think I'll call it a stream. It's not been a long stream, but I hadn't actually planned on doing one today. Whoops.
It's the Medieval Millennium Fair. Our band of traveling minstrels, knights, and maidens oh so fair are ready to delight you with tales of the Black Death, witch burnings, and the joys of being a feudal serf. Forget about air conditioning and modern medicine. We've got all the leeches, spells, and potions you need at the Medieval Millennium Fair. Learn the art of cooking with turnips. Yum yum! Buy genuine reproduction medieval artifacts including maces, double-handed battle swords, and one-size-fits-all chainmail.
How much
And
I'll
this
get for
weekend
this?
only.
I'm not liking the inverted controls there. Oh, there you go. I've earned another trophy. They used to put like really weird details on things in the environment. Ah, well. Damn police. What's the auto place got here? Ah, there's one of those collectibles. I can't get in. Oh, what? After bulletproof glass. Not bulletproof. Wow, that took a few shots, didn't it? Hidden package. Oops. Right, let's get this back. This is a decent car. And then we'll save and call it a day. Okay, right, pop this in here. Save. And that's going to do. Okay then. Oh, there we go. So, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with more of this. Oblivion. What else have been streaming? Ghost Recon. So yeah, I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for people that come into chat. That's great. Helps a lot with having a bit of chat with people. And, yeah, I'll catch you all later.